Welcome to another edition of the Nicheology Profit Letter. This is Paul Evans. Just came from the gym, so I'm in my workout attire. You've been following my, workouts. Thought I was working out until I got there this morning, and there was a guy who was there when I got there and was still there when I left, and the dude was in shape. Which is going to tie into our lesson real well. A couple of issues ago, I showed you a protein bar that I was eating called Pure Protein. Now, here is another protein bar. Supreme Protein. This thing is like a candy bar. I am absolutely positive that it is completely unhealthy, but it tastes so good that I can eat that and at least allow the placebo effect to get me in shape. I had to miss yesterday's issue because I was in Atlanta speaking at, I think it's called Gateway to Wealth. Paul Counts called me on his way to the airport that his car's transmission went out. He wasn't able to make it and lives in the middle of nowhere. I think there's one flight in and out a day. And so he called, went over there and spoke, had a great time. It was a lot of fun, just some great people. So I really enjoyed that a lot. So in today's lesson, Lesson 7 of the Online Entrepreneur. We've been talking about the difference between being an employee and being an entrepreneur, and believe me, there's a huge difference. And you had an assignment last time, and that was to make a list. Make a list of stuff you love to do in the way that you want to run your business. If you want to do a membership site, do that. If you want to sell ebooks, fine. You see, with my workouts, I've decided how I'm going to do it. I'm not giving up Five Guys burgers and fries. Now, if I wanted to look like the guy that was in there this morning, I would give that up. I'd be a lot more disciplined and I would work a whole lot harder. But I don't necessarily want to be ripped to the gills. I just want to be in decent shape. So that's what I'm doing. That's part of my plan. It's part of my choice. You get to choose how your business is going to be as well. Now, I mentioned again last time, and I'll mention again that people say things like, well, Paul, all I want to do is I don't want to make a list of anything. I don't want to do anything. I want to sit on the beach and drink from a coconut and do absolutely nothing. I just want to do nothing. Well, I mentioned today we'd look deeply into the coconut. Let's do that. Let's see what the coconut has to say. What words of wisdom does the coconut have? I'm getting a vision here, a vision from the coconut. In order for you to partake of my fruit, or technically a seed, my juices, my milk, you've got to do something. I'm sensing a word here. And the word, it's a four-letter word. It's not an ugly word. It's not profane, but the word is work. Oh, we hate that word. We hate to think that we're going to have to work because, see, that's what's sold online is that you don't have to do anything. Just set it and forget it. And money just comes rolling in. Now, chances are you've tried that and you found out that not working does not work. You see, it's a principle that's in play. I can join a gym, but if I don't work out, hey, my physique will not change. I can sign up for a membership, but if I don't do the lessons, don't participate in what it takes to get something up and online, it won't work. I was telling the group yesterday, I did this research on squeeze pages, and I found out that a squeeze page, ugly, bad headline, only 4 words of text and an enter your name and email box, enter your email here box on the page, that converts better than no squeeze page ever put up online at all. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe. I know that's astounding in it. But it's the truth. If we just simply gather information, we don't do any work. You see, the employee mentality is that I want to do as little as possible for as much as possible. Any of you that have employees have probably had challenges with people who do not want to work hard and yet expect to get paid a lot of money. Well, in the, quote, real world, we think that's crazy. Well, in the virtual world, it's crazy as well. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, go out and work. I've been behind the scenes on so many major businesses online, so many of the huge names, if you want to call them that. And the truth is, I haven't found one single person that's lazy. I haven't found one single one of these guys and girls that is doing nothing. They are working hard so they can sit on the beach with a coconut. Now, I've got my beach hat on, Pebble Beach. It's my favorite beach. Now, how do I get to go out to Pebble Beach, play golf on that golf course when it's so expensive? Because I work. I'm not just lazing about and doing nothing. I'm working. And you've got to work too. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you already know that. But if you're still hanging on to a bit of that employee mentality, I want to encourage you to get rid of that because you're not really afraid of work. I know that's hard to believe. But you don't really want to quit your job and you don't really want to stop working. Now, you're arguing with me, going, yeah, I do. I really don't want to do anything. I don't think you're tired of work. I think deep down you're tired of people. Most people do not quit a job because of the work they do. They quit a job because of their boss or their employer or their coworkers. And so what we often dream about is not getting away from our work, but getting away from certain people. And so we dream about being online, making all this money, and not having to deal with people at all. Well, I'm telling you, you don't make the most money like that. You make money through relationships. And we're going to talk about that in the next issue. We're going to share some ideas, very positive about people that are going to enable you to do great business, and even business that you want to do in a way you want to do it. And I'm also going to share some negatives about people and what you're going to have to deal with as an entrepreneur, because now you're responsible for everybody. So I'll share that with you as well. But for the most part, it'll be extremely positive. So don't be averse to work. It is critical. Coconut just told us. But I think deep down the challenge is often people, and we're going to look at that on Monday, the next issue of the Nicheology Profit Letter. And this is Paul Evans for Nicheology.com, and we will see you on Monday. Until then, have a blessed weekend, and don't forget, success is not an accident. Take care.